Hi everybody, it's Austin here, or Luna. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. My day's going pretty good. I made 2 songs in one day. Yeah, that's rare for me. 2 songs in a day. It's quite impressive for me. I'm pretty stupid, so doing 2 songs in a day is pretty impressive for my pea brain. But yeah, guys, today's story time. It's a good one. I say that every video, but I like to think all of my stories are good in some ways. But this one is extra good, I promise. And before someone goes to the comments and is like, it'd be really good if it was 3 hours. Where's the 3-hour long video, Unk? Fucking give me my 3-hour long video, Luna. Yeah, I keep getting comments like that. Let me address this right now. I will do a 3-hour video at some point, okay? I will. Now, I can't promise it's going to be some point soon, okay? I just can't. That's going to take a long time to do. It's 3 hours, which means 3 hours of me yapping. My voice is pretty sensitive, and it gives out pretty much every time after the hour-long videos. So 3 hours, I'm going to have to like order a bunch of tea or some shit and like drink it constantly throughout me recording it because my voice is going to be fucking just cooked afterwards. But yeah, for all of you asking for that 3-hour-long video, it is going to happen, I promise. I'm not scamming y'all when I say it's going to happen. I promise it will happen. Anyway, today's story. It's not 3 hours, but it's still good, I promise. Today's story time all starts off as a regular day back in 2016. Now in 2016, I'd say that was the year where I spent the most time hanging out with my friends, specifically outside of school. Like this was the year that I didn't have to go to school, so I was just home every day. And after I got done with my videos, I would always just try and get into some bullshit. So yeah, this all starts off like a normal day back in 2016. It was a Saturday, so I didn't have to wait for my friends to get out of school or anything. They were just already out. So when I woke up on Saturday, I did my video, and I proceeded to text my group chat with all my friends and be like, yo, let's do some shit today. I'm bored. And pretty much everybody hit back and was down, so that was cool. There was like 5 of us down to do some shit. And before I knew it, like an hour later, all those people in the group chat were at my house. And my mom was cool with it, so that was nice. And we're all just hanging out in my basement, in my little office room where I used to make my videos. And we're just chilling there. I had a pretty big Bluetooth speaker, so we're just listening to music, just kicking it, listening to some Uzi, enjoying our 2016 Saturday, right? It was nice. It was a nice Saturday. And we ended up hanging out at my house for quite a few hours. I remember we were there for just a while doing nothing. And finally, when the sun started to set, we were like, yo, let's go out and do something. We've been sitting here long enough. So we all packed into my friend's car. We definitely should have taken 2 cars, but for some reason we packed into one. Definitely would have gotten in trouble if we got pulled over. We had like someone sitting on someone's lap in the back because there wasn't enough room. But yeah, we all got in the car, we drove off, and we ended up driving to a nearby grocery store. Yeah, when me and my friends were bored back then, like as teenagers, we would usually end up in like one of 3 places. 1, the skate park, 2, a grocery store, 3, the mall. Yeah, those were like our 3 go-to spots because my hometown was so fucking boring that there was nothing else to do. And we weren't old enough to do anything else, like go to the bar or like, go somewhere that's 21. So yeah, me and my friends go to this grocery store. It was a 24-hour grocery store. It was very big. We didn't even need to buy anything. Like we had nothing in mind that we were going to buy. We just wanted to kill some time and be somewhere that wasn't my house. So yeah, we go to this grocery store. We walk in. And within like 5 minutes of being in there, we get kicked out. Now you're probably wondering, Austin, why'd you get kicked out? What happened? What'd you do? I didn't do shit, okay? I was actually on my best behavior on this night. I can't speak for my friends on the other hand, okay? Because 5 minutes into us being there, they got in those like, motorized shopping carts. And I'm guilty of this in the past, okay? I've rode them. And usually the store doesn't care if you ride them, right? But my dumbass friends, they all got on them. So there's multiple people, multiple teenagers in this store riding on them, and they started to crash into one another like it was fucking bumper cars in the middle of the store. And it got to the point where the manager saw this and came out and was like, hey, all of you park those in the front and get the hell out of the store. So yeah, we had to like go park the fucking carts, leave, and yeah, we got kicked out. Now after we got kicked out, we were pretty much like out of options when it came to like something to do. The mall was closing or like already closed. We couldn't think of anywhere else to go, anything else to do. So we decided like, you know what? Let's just walk around the area. Let's just start walking around. We're in a big group. We'll just walk around and just look around the city and see if there's something fun to do, right? So we start by walking around the plaza that the grocery store was in, right? And we walk from one side to the other. And when we get to that other side, on the side of this like abandoned building that was over there, there was this homeless guy. He was sitting there. He had a blanket over his legs. He had a shopping cart full of stuff. And he's just chilling there, right? And we thought, okay, let's just like walk the other way. Let's not bother this dude. Like he's clearly trying to sleep or something. So we turn to the right and we start walking away from him because we don't want to like bother him, right? And he sees us like in his like vicinity. He kind of like wakes up or whatever. And he's like, hey. And I turn around and I see him. He's like looking at me and my friends all turn around. And I was like, what's up, man? And he goes, come here real quick. And I was like, okay. So I walk over to him. And when I get up to him, he stands up and he goes, what's your name? And I was like, Austin. And he holds out his hand. He goes, nice to meet you, Austin. I'm George. So I shake his hand. I was like, nice to meet you, George. How you doing tonight? He's like, I've been better. And I was like, oh, what's wrong? And he's like, I'm trying to get some change for the bus to get back to the east side. And I was like, okay, I got you, man. Because I had some change on me. I usually didn't have change on me, but I had change on me from earlier in the day. I bought something with cash. So I had like $2 on me and some change. So I gave him all of it, right? I gave him the $2 and like a couple quarters. And after I handed it to him, he goes, do you got any more? And I was like, man, if I did, I'd help you, but I don't. Sorry. And he goes, you sure? I was like, I'm not lying to you, sir. I promise you, George. I don't have any more to give you. And he goes, okay, well, this will help. Thank you. God bless you. And I was like, yeah, man, you too. And we turn around and we start leaving, right? And he yells again, hey. And we turn around and he points to one of my friends. We'll just call his friend Aaron. He points to Aaron and he goes, do you have any spare change you could give me? And Aaron goes, no, man, I don't. And then he points to another friend of mine. We'll just call his friend Eric. He goes, do you have any spare change you can give me? And Eric goes, no, man, I hate to break it to you, but I don't have any change. Sorry, man. And the guy rolls his eyes at him and like gives him some attitude. The homeless guy like rolls his eyes. And Eric goes, listen, man, my buddy here, Austin, was more than generous. He gave you more than probably most people give you on a daily basis. Like, take that money, do what you will with it. And this homeless dude did not take kindly to that. This dude starts crashing out on Eric. He's like, you motherfucker. I work my ass off every day trying to get change for the bus, trying to get change to do my laundry, trying to get food, trying to get a job. And like, you're telling me like what I can and can't ask for? Like, fuck you. And Eric's like, no, man, I wasn't telling you like what you can't ask for. Like, I was just letting you know that we didn't have change and, you know, Austin gave you all of his change. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I know people lie all the time and they have money, so I bet you're lying. I bet you have change. And then Eric starts arguing back and they start kind of going at it like verbally. Like, Eric's like, motherfucker, like, you should be grateful. Like, we stopped and tried to help you. And then the homeless guy's yelling back and being like, fuck your help. You could take this money back. And he starts trying to like throw the money at me to like give it back to me. And it's just, it's hell, man. Like, it's a whole argument. I'm trying to diffuse the situation. I'm like trying to get between them and be like, yo, guys, like, come on, let's not do this. Let's not do this right now. Like, stop. And I don't know what it is with my friends and getting into arguments with homeless people, but there's like 3 or 4 stories on this channel, I'm pretty sure, that involve this. And I don't know why it keeps happening. I promise my friends are good people. They don't hate the homeless or something. It's just like so unlucky. Anyway, they finally stop yelling at each other after about a minute, right? And we turn around and we start walking away. Because I'm like, okay, it's done. It's over with. It's done, right? When all of a sudden, this homeless dude throws a rock at Eric. Yeah, he picks up a rock and he throws it at Eric and he hits him right in the back of the leg. And immediately we all turn around to see what that was because we heard it hit him and we heard him go, ow. And we saw the rock land there. And Eric freaks out, picks the rock up and throws it back at him. And now I'm like, oh shit, a fist fight's about to unfold. Little did I know, a fist fight was not about to unfold because this homeless dude was about to take it 10 million steps further and start reaching into his pocket to get a weapon. Yeah, we see him start going into his pocket and grabbing something. And of course, we all start freaking out. We immediately start running. Because it's like, dude, what the fuck's he about to grab? It could have been a gun, a knife, a fucking hand grenade or something. Like, I don't fucking know what he had. He could have had anything. Okay, I don't think he had a hand grenade. But, you know, he could have had something, right? That was bad. So we're running. And as we're running, I hear something whiz right by my left ear. And then I see it. Like out of the corner of my left eye, I see this thing whiz past my head and my friend's head and go in front of us and then hit the ground in this parking lot. And while we're running, I bend down and I pick up whatever it was and I keep running. And I didn't really have time to like look at it. I just picked it up and kept running. But off of the quick glance that I took, I thought that it was a piece of like shrapnel or something, like some metal or something off the ground. So yeah, I didn't think much of it. I just kept running. Now, after we got about, I don't know, a quarter of a mile, half a mile away from that guy, and like he was no longer chasing us, I pull out this thing that I grabbed from my pocket, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but that homeless guy threw a fucking ninja star at us. A ninja star whizzed right by my ear and my eye and fell in the parking lot in front of us. and I grabbed it. A Ninja Star. I don't know where he got this. I don't know how he acquired that. I just don't know. I can't think of anywhere in my hometown that would sell one of those fucking things. But somehow this homeless man had acquired a Ninja Star, like a throwing star, and threw it at us. Thank fuck it didn't hit anybody. Because if it did, like in the back of the neck or like the head or the ear or the eye, like it could have been so bad. Like really, really bad. So naturally, my friends are freaking out when they see this. Like, what the fuck? That dude tried to throw a fucking throwing star at us? Like, what the fuck? And they're tweaking, right? And Eric is like, nah, man, fuck that. I'm calling the cops on this asshole. And I was like, bro, it's too late. He's going to be gone. Like, he probably ran away already. Like, they're not going to do anything. And he's like, bro, I don't give a fuck. So he gets on the phone and he calls up the police, right? And eventually, after like 10 minutes of waiting, the cops pull up and we lead them over to where this homeless guy was staying. And sure enough, he ain't there. He got his cart, he got his stuff, and he fucking dipped. Because that homeless guy knew that he just threw a throwing star at us and missed, and I picked it up. So yeah, he probably fucked off because he knew the cops might come. So that's what he did. And obviously the cops are looking for him. They go around the back of the building. He's not there. They're looking around the area a little bit. And after like 20 minutes, they're like, all right, like, yeah, this guy's gone. We'll keep an eye out for him. If you guys see him, call us back. And they ended up leaving. And so did we, because we're like, yo, let's not stay here and wait for this guy to come back, right? We don't want to see this dude again. And for months, nothing happened, right? I thought, okay, that's it. Until one day, I'm in my room, like 3 months later, I'm making a video, and I get a call from Eric. He FaceTimes me. And I answer the FaceTime, and he's looking real, like, distraught, right? And he flips the camera, and he goes, yo, is that the guy? And he's filming this homeless dude from like 20 feet away. And I can't even see him. I can barely see the dude because it's on FaceTime on a small screen. And I was like, I don't know. And then he gets closer and I realize, holy shit, it's him. And on the phone camera, I see this homeless dude realize that Eric is filming him. He gets up, throws the finger and says, fuck you, and then turns around and runs away. I don't know if he ran away because he was being filmed and didn't want to be filmed. I don't know if he ran away because he recognized Eric and didn't want the cops to show up. Maybe it was both. I don't know, but he ran away. And Eric immediately flips the camera back on his face and he's like, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, you saw the man and your first reaction was to FaceTime me about it? He's like, yeah, what else should I do? I was like, I don't know. You're the one that wanted to call the cops originally. I thought you might have called the police or something instead. He's like, oh shit, damn, maybe you're right. I should have did that, right? And I was like, you are just the smartest man on earth, Eric. Never change. He's like, fuck you, man. And he starts laughing, and so do I. And I was like, you know, you could still call them. He's probably not far. And he's like, I'm just going to go home. I'm tired. And I was like, okay. And yeah, Eric got in his car and went home, and we talked for a little bit on his ride home. And that was that. Yeah, I didn't see that homeless guy ever again. As far as I know, he's probably still out there somewhere, hopefully not with any ninja stars. I still hang out with Eric to this day. We laugh about this very often. Same with my other friends that I still know from this story. And yeah, I've been holding on to this one for a while, and here I am bringing it to you today. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, there's a very simple moral to this story. Don't argue with random people in public because you never know what they got on them. You just never really know, who you can trust. But yeah, guys, that's into the story. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.